Hello, my name is Mike, and today I will be talking to you about something bad that is happening to the environment. Not many people know about it, so I want you to help me spread the word. Want to know what it is? Alright, it's called the emerald ash borer, and it's killing ash trees. So what is an emerald ash borer anyway? It is a really small green beetle that eats its way through the soft wood of ash trees and kills the trees. The emerald ash borer is an insect that is invasive, meaning it is not native to North America and has no predators. Scientists think the emerald ash borer came here from Asia. But would you know how to spot an ash tree? Here's how to know which trees are ash trees. Ash trees will have branches that are directly opposite from each other. Basically, each limb and leaf has an opposite directly across from it. And speaking of leaves, ash trees have compound leaves. And what is a compound leaf? Well, it's a leaf that has more than one leaflet, and they all attach at the same common point. And as they get older, their bark will start to look like diamonds.
I'm Bill Kinchis. I'm the manager of urban forestry with the Department of Public Works with Indianapolis.
What are some things kids can do to prevent the spread of emerald ash borer?
The first step is to be aware. So if you know what the signs are that an ash tree may be infected, and really even knowing what an ash tree looks like might be a good place for somebody to start. You could go online and find materials that would show you what ash trees look like. They have a certain type of branching, their bark looks a certain way, and they're native to Indiana, so about every 10th tree is an ash tree.
I'm Jerome Delbridge. I'm one of the community arborists here at KIB Indianapolis Beautiful. I think the best things that kids can do is get to know what trees are around them in their neighborhood, and then by learning what tree species are and the different trees that they have around them, they can start learning what an ash tree looks like and learning where those are in your neighborhood, and then letting adults know the threat of their tree is really the best thing that kids can do.
So if you know what an ash tree looks like, then you can also go to websites or go to the library and look up some information about emerald ash borer. And there are definitely signs that you can see where the insects come out of the trunk. You can see the way that the tree in the summer, where the leaves are starting to fall from the top of the tree, and you may only have leaves at the bottom. Or you may also get sucker growth at the bottom. So you have little small branches coming out of the big trunk or a big branch that don't look right.
There's a few ways to treat an ash tree. So much like kids get their booster shots, or the shots of medicine, trees also get shots in order to protect them from this beetle.
If you know you have an ash tree, there are some things that you can do that will actually help protect it. You can put some chemicals on the ground that you can get at a hardware store that will mostly protect the tree, or you can have a professional arborist actually go and apply some chemicals, inject them into the tree, and that will protect the tree for 2 years.
When did the threat of emerald ash borer become apparent?
So the emerald ash borer has been around for about 11 years.
Communities saw what was happening in places like Detroit, where the emerald ash borer first showed up. People first started seeing the effects of that. It was obvious that as that insect spread, that we would have to react to the possibility, if we have ash trees, that it's going to at some point get to our community.
For Indianapolis, the threat became apparent about 6 or 7 years ago. It started up in the Carmel, Castleton area, and now if you drive in that area, you see many dead trees.
Any place in the county where an infected piece of lumber is moved to can be another location for that to spread out from. And so we say maybe 3 to 5 years, but it could be much quicker than that, depending on how much of that kind of activity, how much we humans speed up that spread. So that's an important thing, that, to not move lumber from one place to another especially if it's an ash tree, because we're just helping that pest move even quicker.
What would the lack of ash trees mean for the environment?
So if you go down the street, you would imagine 1 out of every 10 trees not being there. And you may say, well, then there's still 9 other trees, but the services that trees provide us, one of the services that we get is that they actually intercept rainfall, especially in the spring, summer, and fall months. So when that rainfall hits a tree, there's a significant amount of rainfall that doesn't go down into the sewer. So every drop of rainfall that doesn't go into the sewer is not causing flooding or, additional pressure on our sewer system.
What would happen if the general public ignored emerald ash borer is we'll see 9% fewer trees in our neighborhoods, and that's going to happen in a very dangerous way.
Well, the ash borer can spread naturally about half a mile a year. That's what we're told by folks that research this particular issue. So at a half mile a year, it would probably be maybe 4 or 5 years and we would not have any ash trees left in Marion County.